Hey everybody, welcome to Business Statistics. I just wanted to give you kind of a brief walkthrough of what to expect in the course and help you see how the course is laid out using Canvas. I know some of you will have used Canvas before, so it's not a big deal, but for others of you, it's pretty new. So I just wanted to give you a brief tour of the course and kind of maybe a heads up. So this is a tough course. You're just covering a lot of material that's new that you're not accustomed to. And so it takes some real effort. It's doable. People pass it every semester, but it still takes some real work on your part. You've got to put in the time and effort to be successful. But really, if you think about it, just about everything in life that's worth it takes a little bit of time and effort. And I want you to know that while you may not use all of these specific statistical tools that you learn about in this course during your business career, you will use many of the concepts, and you will use Microsoft Excel and some of the tools that you learn almost certainly. I use some of these things every day, and I also there's other things I don't because it's just not the nature of my business. So this is important stuff, but in some ways the conceptual ideas are more important than the specific things you learn. So as you study, of course, you have to learn the content to do well on the exams, but also try to maybe kind of take in a bigger picture and think, how would I use this if I owned my own business or if I was managing a business? Anyway, so here's how you navigate through the course. So some of the things I have over here on the side, you won't have in your course. Anything that's grayed out here is stuff that I can see on the teacher side, but you won't see when you're in it. But really, this is the home page. And then here's the syllabus. These announcements, they'll be live for you, and each week I'll put out announcements just to keep you up to date with what's going on in the class. But the syllabus has all of the information about the course, and at the very end of the syllabus is a list of all the assignments and their due dates. So that's important, and you can actually link right to the assignments from there if you want to. The course is set up in weekly modules, and again, the first one you'll see is this one that says welcome, begin here. And that just has some information about the course, about me, about the textbook you're going to use, and then this course Q&A discussion where you can post questions if you have them. And then during week one, after you read through the overview, what I suggest is you just come each week into the module for that week. So this is the first week, of course. You click on the overview and to-do list, and then you'll have a description of what's going to happen this week and a list of each thing. And if you just follow that list, you'll do great to just stick to it. Some people prefer, so they'll read through the to-do list and they prefer to hit the back button and then go down and go to each item. So they'll look at the presentation, then they'll read the academic integrity policy and so forth. And they'll just keep sort of using the back button to come back to the module page. Other people like to use the next arrows, which I think is pretty cool that Canvas has this. No other learning management system I've used has this. So you read through that, you hit next, and it takes you to the presentation, which is actually what you're watching right now. And then that takes you to the academic integrity policy. And then that takes you to the discussion on the academic integrity policy, etc. So this is a way you can just sort of step through each item in the module and do each one of them. Some people really prefer that. Anyway, I just want you to sort of recognize that the course is broken down into these weekly modules. In the first week, it's kind of just getting to know you stuff, getting to know the course stuff. So it's not till the second week that we'll start into the textbook information. Just so you know, so in the first week, you will register for my lab. That's part of your assignments. So there's instructions here and then how to register. And then in the second week, you'll actually start using that. And so for each week, there's some textbook reading. You really need to read through the chapter so you understand it. There's a lecture video that I've recorded for my class, and I hope to put up more videos for you, maybe some shorter videos on different concepts. and then some additional study resources that are provided by the textbook publisher. They're actually pretty cool, but people often don't use them, so I'm going to show you. When you click on it, it'll let you load it in a new tab, and then you select the chapter that you're working on. And I just click select all, and you can see all of the multimedia resources. So here's a bunch of videos that are made by the publisher of the textbook. They're 4 to 5 minutes, so they're nice and short. There's some links to the multimedia textbook. There's a PowerPoint. So there's lots of resources for each chapter that you can use. Then I also wanted to show you after the first chapter. So when we get into chapter 2, each week you really only have the same pattern of assignments due. So after you do your textbook reading and you look at your study resources, then you have what's called a guided problem. And so the guided problems are due by Thursday each week. And in essence, what you do is there's a presentation, a video of me working out the guided problem, followed by the guided problem. Some people like to bring up the video here and then bring up the problem like in another window. Other people like to look at the video and then go work out the problem. Whatever works best for you. So the guided problems are worth a relatively small amount on the grade. I think all of them together are worth 10%, but they're meant to prepare you and help you learn some of the concepts that will be in the full homework assignment, and to let you see in my video exactly how I work out the problem and how I use Excel as a tool to work out those problems. And then in addition to the guided problem each week, there is a individual assignment or for the chapter. And so that's just what it sounds like. It's a homework assignment. Those are worth a much bigger, chunkier grade than the guided problems, so you want to make sure you do your best on them. The guided problems you can do over and over as many times as you want till you get 100%. On the individual assignments, you can do them up to 3 times to get the best grade you can with 3 tries. After each 3 chapters, so after chapter 3, then we'll have an exam. And with the exam, of course, you can still review the textbook. There's still the multimedia resources. And then there's a review problem, or a review, I guess, problem set, which is not graded, meaning it won't hurt your grade if you don't do it. It won't help your grade if you do, but it's to help prepare you for the exam. And then there's the exam. And the exams are open book and open note, so you can use whatever resources you want to complete the exams. And like I said, there's 3 exams, 1 through 3, 4 through 6, and 7 through 9, and then the final exam at the end. Anyway, so that's a pretty good overview of the course. I want you to know that I know it's a hard course, and I'm here for you. So often students get in trouble, but they don't want to reach out, or they don't have time, or whatever it is. You can reach out to me through email. You can reach out to me through text. You can reach out to me through the message system here in Canvas, whichever one works best for you. If you can't remember how to get a hold of me, if you just come back to the modules and go back up to the welcome, there's a Meet Your Professor page, and that has my information with all my contact information, including my cell number that you can text me at, my email address, and my office hours. If you're local, you could come in and talk to me face-to-face if that works best for you. Anyway, so that's there. Don't be afraid to get help, and don't be afraid. What you really need to do is just set aside some time so that you can be successful in the course. I have no doubt that you can do it. If you need anything, please contact me. And of course, I'll be reaching out too if I recognize any needs that I can do something about. So have a great semester and good luck in the course.